So Penn State definitely has, as a whole, has a lot of resources, financial and otherwise, and so those resources kind of contributed, for instance, to creating this data set. So again, that was the Penn State Social Science Research Institute that funded that data set. But yeah, I think the advantage of being kind of at a smaller university is that you are a smaller kind of campus, is that you get that resource, not just those resources, but you get that kind of one-on-one, one step at a time, in a way that I don't think you'd be able to do necessarily in a kind of bigger setting.
Yeah, and actually to add to that, I think from the student perspective as well, it's very beneficial to me too.
Yeah.
Working one-on-one, I felt I learned more, and it was easier to bring to your attention any questions or concerns I may have had. I think working with a group may have been a bit more challenging. So it's definitely, I think it was nicer and easier to work one-on-one.
Yeah,
for sure. So we were just looking at the relationship between information avoidance in healthcare and trust within the LGBTQ community. And we did find that indeed there was a correlation between both information avoidance and trust. We found that lower levels of trust correlated with an increased likelihood of information avoidance within healthcare and the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that does have important implications, and kind of one of the reasons we wanted to focus on that particular sample is that there's a lot of very legitimate reasons that folks within the LGBTQ community may not fully trust the healthcare system.
Sure.
And then that's going to have kind of downstream health consequences for them. So not learning health information, that can lead to worse health outcomes, kind of a lot of downstream consequences. And so we're kind of trying to examine, what is one of the reasons that people within the LGBTQ community might avoid information. And so that trust piece is very important. Yeah. So this I would say it fell kind of outside of class. So this is research that, it's kind of part of a line of research that I'm interested in, and interested in bringing students into and getting students involved with. And so technically it is part of a class in the sense that it's part of your capstone project, which again, you have different choices for what you can choose to do in that capstone. But it's more kind of treated like this one-on-one research experience. I think it looks less like a class and more of that, I would say.
Certainly. Yeah.